The following podcast is rated M for mature.
What is up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of the E3 special. I am your host, Victor the Red, here with me, Salix Base and Racknell.
Evening, everyone.
Hello.
So,
You know,
okay.
same thing as yesterday. Before anything, last two episodes have been up the past 2 days. We tried to. Actually, we. Most of us were against doing this whole 3 day in a row thing when we first said it. And I'm actually pretty happy and glad that we managed to do it.
Yeah, we managed. I really, at first I was like, that's gonna be a challenge, but I'm down for it. I think it can be done. I said, yeah, sure, why not? Yo, it's a fucking record. It's on the fucking video at the end of the podcast from last week.
I
From
was gonna reach
Saturday,
out to my
right?
room
From
anyway,
Saturday.
so hey, might as well.
It
Do
was from
something with my
Saturday,
time.
and I was like, yeah, well, sure, why not? Let's do it. So yeah.
Worked out great.
So for today, it was the Nintendo Treehouse Live and Square Enix Presents, in which they reveal some stuff. Not much, but they reveal some stuff. And for Nintendo Direct, the only thing was obviously the main focus, as they said. By the way, thank you, Reggie, for thank you everyone first. Like, thank you everyone in the press conference who took the time to to talk about the incident on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
On the incident on Sunday, and Reggie for giving that that good speech about Christina Grimmie.
Yep.
And that was good. That was pretty good. It saddens me that she was there a week ago. That's really saddening. And she was
It's pretty heartbreaking.
yeah, it's pretty heartbreaking. But moving on to the press conference not press conference, just a Treehouse Live that like they usually do for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
I
Although we didn't even get a digital event like we've gotten the last 3 years.
this was a live thing.
Yeah, it was interesting to me actually.
It was interesting, but come on, man. Like, I already knew the main focus was The Legend of Zelda, now called Breath of the Wild. That is the official title. Yeah, I fucking like that title. That actually fits.
It fits the
fucking
bill.
fits.
Fits
Fits the
nicely.
bill.
When I saw the sword and trailer, and I was like, Legend of Zelda is like, you're not gonna give me a fucking title. I was like, this is not finished then. And when I saw Breath of the Wild, I was like, oh, there we go. Now now that makes sense, and that just fits.
And then you also decided they also decided later on to add at least some focus to Pokemon, which oh boy. Yeah.
Let's start with Legend of Zelda first.
Okay, let's start with Zelda.
The intro. So we saw basically the gameplay trailer first. The tease, basically a gameplay trailer tease, I guess.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
later on, and
then
it looked good. I know, and then it went to Pokemon Sun and Moon. Jose, I'm gonna leave you up to that.
No, but before we go up to that, I think we can just cover Zelda first because this is a completely separate thing, and I wouldn't want to mix it. Right after the whole conference, we had the Legend of Zelda gameplay, which they didn't show us everything there. They continued Treehouse later on during the day, and they also announced, which I will take care of this since this is my doing, and I'm the only one who cares about this here. They announced finally the feature that they're going to be putting in for the Wolf Link amiibo that they released with Twilight Princess, which I believe to be probably one of the coolest features that I've seen in a
Definitely.
game so far. For those of you who don't know, no, it's what they put into Zelda. Like, we're not talking about Pokemon.
Okay.
Pokemon on the side. That's coming in later. For Zelda, the Wolf Link amiibo grants you literally Wolf Link as a companion during the free roam.
Which is amazing. He'll have his own set of hearts and everything, and he'll actually help you hunt and in fights. It really was cool. I'm really pumped for it, mostly because I have a Wolf Link amiibo, thanks to the other two hosts who are
Thank you,
very nice
thank you.
friends. I
You're
love you
welcome.
guys.
You're welcome.
By the way, I'm at the last dungeon. I've collected everything in Twilight Princess, so very happy about that.
You're welcome.
I
You're
am
welcome.
extremely pumped for the game. I love what they've done. It all seems amazing. The most unlike thing to The Legend of Zelda you can get while still looking and feeling like Zelda in many accounts, because they've always tried to change the gameplay as much as they can. Especially lately, they've been making big changes whenever they can try. And I feel like this is definitely an amazing addition, and I really hope everything goes well because it looks like it should.
If
Quite
free advertising, Walmart here in Puerto Rico, you have a shitload of Twilight Princess HD without they're not being picked up. I don't know why, but there's at least where I live. There's a shitload of copies. So if you have the opportunity to buy
there's a
the
good amount of
combo,
copies at Walmart.
yeah, there's a
good amount of copies
pretty good
at
amount of
Toys R
copies.
Us.
So
And
if you
definitely
want a
worth it.
If you want a Wolf Link, I suggest you go to Walmart and pick it up. So
And if you don't want to buy the game with it for whatever reason, you can go on Amazon and order the amiibo by itself for $23 last time I checked.
yeah.
It's a Japanese import. There is no region lock on it, so you can just use it.
So, Legend of Zelda gameplay looked awesome. Just the only thing that I'm kind of worried, whereas the where is it?
Okay, I feel sad about it, honestly, but I can see that I'm sure they didn't remove it. It's something they wouldn't remove. I feel like they're leaving it for the
Actual big chest.
the main chest, the dungeon chest, or even legendary gear you'd find in very hard to reach places. Because let's be honest, listening to it every time we open a chest and find a random item in the world that isn't really all that would kind of be underwhelming. But if you listen for the wind up of that beautiful theme, we're gonna know it's something good.
The thing about it is that I immediately that I saw starting the gameplay, man, now that I think of it, it's like there are so many fucking timelines, and this is something new.
Okay. From what I understand,
This is something fucking
from
new.
what I understand, Breath of the Wild is supposed to be somewhere in the Skyward, Ocarina, Twilight timeline, somewhere there.
Timelines. That's
what
what
happened.
I said. That's what I said.
That's what happened.
This is a shit. Fucking another timeline. You're like, goddamn.
Yeah, like there's so many questions about it. Like, first off, the Sheik are apparently back.
Flashpoint
Yes.
paradox.
Which is pretty cool.
Link, from what I'm taking, was already dead, and they just brought him back.
That or he was sleeping for a long time, frozen.
Or maybe he's a clone.
He's Iceman.
Nice man.
He's a cuckoo.
But I know that
Who's
but
giving
you
the
know what?
semblance
You know-
of Link.
But you know what? From base what I saw in the beginning, the demo,
Mhm.
I don't think it should be called Breath of the Wild. You know why?
What?
It should be called Legend of Zelda: Link's an Asshole. That's
Probably.
exactly
Is it
what I
because
saw.
is it because he stole an axe?
He's not. He didn't just stole an axe. He just went to an enemy,
Yep.
fucking took his stick and just killed him with it, and took his fucking steak. You don't do that, man. You don't
course
take
you
no
do.
one's steak. You don't do that.
Okay,
It's
when you're
good,
the when you're the hero of time, you have a certain set of permitted actions that no one should whine about. If you want to hit a guy with his own stick, you will hit a guy with his own stick.
But you took his steak. He
You
wasn't
don't
doing
deserve
anything
the
to
Link
you.
Wolf Link.
He wasn't
No,
the hero of time. He doesn't
yeah,
deserve the stick.
but the game looks pretty fucking awesome.
The interesting about it is the game has taken to a certain point mechanics from other games that we've seen before, implemented it all together, and it works. We didn't really see much. Like, they limited everything to the plateau, and I don't know if you noticed it, Victor, but at some point, apparently they showed or revealed something that they weren't supposed to, and they just cut the demo immediately.
Yeah,
Like-
they switched the camera to the host and the players, so we wouldn't see it.
Yeah. I feel like if I go
It was
back
very
to it, I
curious,
might
but
catch it.
like they actually said when it happened, it shows how fluid and unscripted the game actually is. That during that moment you can actually just get pulled into the story back again, because I really like that they're not forcing us, but giving us this chance to really explore and do what we want. In Legend of Zelda fashion, it's always been somewhat like that, where you get little bit of hints when you talk to people, you get guided into the right path, and seeing it on a grand scale, because that is exactly what this is. This is the world of Hyrule times 12, was it?
I
Yeah,
think.
pretty
is-
much.
It is amazing that we're gonna be able to explore every inch of this game, and I just love that in the gameplay, even though they didn't show us what most Legend of Zelda is, that is, these dungeons where you solve puzzles and do many other things. They showed us that you can interact with the world so much that the possibilities for the puzzles are going to be amazing, and I really can't wait to get this game. I am at the edge of my seat.
Quite frankly, I think the coolest part, considering it's also in the title, is just seeing the rusted Master Sword. It throws me off as to how far in the future are we actually talking.
Wait, what?
Like, you didn't notice that?
What?
The emphasis on the rusted Master Sword.
Oh yeah,
Throughout the entire
yeah. I was watching it with my friend on PS4, and when we saw rusted short sword, right, or just sword, or rusty
Master
sword,
Sword.
master sword.
Do you mean the one that he picks up randomly?
Yeah, he just picks up. I was like, ew. So we were like, ew, why will you pick that shit?
Because he had a stick. He doesn't need the stick anymore.
But he had a fucking awesome axe.
Okay, I'm gonna explain why a rusted sword is better than an axe. It's very simple. The enemy gets tetanus. You win.
All right, you win.
Alright.
All right, you win.
It's a poison weapon.
Regardless, then they also they threw in 3 more amiibos for the game that nobody has any idea what they do.
And I don't
And
care. I'm gonna get them.
you're not gonna find out until, I don't know, Nintendo Direct in December.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know my wallet flew away as soon as they showed up. So it's like,
No,
damn it.
my my wallet is already fucked up.
By the way,
Yeah.
I found out Capcom actually had a show today, but it wasn't live streamed. And they already showed the demo for Monster Hunter, and it's pissing me off that they haven't released it for the eShop. These are the reasons, guys, why nobody likes you anymore. You should probably get on that. But yeah, it was a very limited show for Capcom. I'm just throwing it there because it's
I didn't even know
frustrating.
they had one.
I feel like if you're gonna show me demos for whatever reason, even if it's just for that same day, I feel like they should consider throwing out the demos for a day or two for those that couldn't make it to the conferences, and then just take them out, if anything.
Yeah.
Like, I feel that should be a thing during E3, but hey, it's up for grabs if anybody ever actually listens to this and feels like it could work.
Cool work.
By the way, Evan John just jumped into the Xbox party and left. I don't know why. I'll figure that out later.
I have no idea. They're actually inviting me into a party. I'm just gonna ignore. Like a
We're
normal
gonna have to
person.
wait.
Like a mean normal person.
Shout out to the Smite crew. So, Pokemon.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
You know, when you decide to celebrate the game's anniversary, you re-release the first three games, or at least the first three American games, back out to the market, and you sit down, reliving your childhood, and you realize, holy shit, these games are actually hard after every single little thing. And you see, and you come to understand that they've slowly made the game not only more competitive for those older folk like myself, but they've also, to a certain point, simplified the game for the children that have come all the way after the 90s up to this point. But god damn it, Game Freak, the hand-holding can only make it so far. And it is aggravating, and it is, to a sense, stupid. How
And insulting.
and insulting. Just how far this hand holding goes. Now, don't get me wrong. I get it. I'm 20. I'm already grown up. I understand these things because I've played how many of these games already? Way too many. And I get and I understand that nowadays we've made everything, not just games, everything is made with more instructions simply to avoid confusions and things. But Pokemon is a game that has always been, to a certain point, straightforward if you read it. You know? Like, if you actually sit down and read. If you teach your kids to read, we don't have this problem. We don't have this thing where I have to look at, like, when I look at the moves, I don't have to see something that says, hey, this move is super effective against this Pokemon. Why do I need that? Like, do I not already understand the concept of water beats fire, fire beats grass, grass beats water? Is that really so hard to understand? I know there's 18 typings to this point, but it's not really that hard to understand once you get into it. Really, like, it's all trial and error. It's always been trial and error. There's no point of me knowing that. Now, keep in mind, I'm only going on this small, tiny little rampage because I feel like this is the default for the game. I really hope I can turn those things off. The other thing that pisses me off, I don't know. I think I remember very well growing up for, how many? 6 generations and remakes and all this stuff, where if I had to run all the way to the Pokemon Center because my Pokemon are dying of poison and somebody caught me halfway through the battle, I was never going to know that I hadn't fought that person unless I kept count. I don't need to slowly get close and get these black bars saying, like, if you get closer, they're gonna fuck you up. Like,
Yeah, that's one
We
thing.
don't need
that's
it.
one. That's one thing. That's one thing. I found that funny though, cause I was like the character is getting closer and the screen just gets like
dun, like if you were gonna start suffering from
No.
a freaking cardiac arrest.
no.
Like,
I
holy
just
shit.
laughed because the first thing that popped in my mind was. I was like, oh shit. But I found that funny. But I know what you mean. That like, yeah,
It's-
I know what you mean. I'll get that.
It's irritating. Like, at least to me, it's irritating because, you know, I like at least something left of the challenge. Most of the puzzles in Pokemon games nowadays tend to be pretty simple compared to the predecessors. And regardless of anything, now you have all these set of islands. The road on Pokedex already tells you, like, if you get lost and you forget something, you can get into your Pokedex to tell you, hey, remember that you're gonna go this way. You turn my Pokedex into freaking Navi. Why would you do this? I hated that in Zelda. Why do I have to stand this now in Pokemon? Why? It
There is
isn't
no
necessary.
need for this abuse.
Okay? You know, when I saw the Zelda gameplay, I was happy because it's like, oh, there's no Navi. And suddenly the shake-up tablet thing is talking to Link. Like, hey, open me up. It's like, oh no. Not
Oh, no.
again. Not another Navi been
Oh no, it's a book now. Oh god, can I put this down? Can I sell this? I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
I don't wanna.
But I have to admit,
I
though,
don't
however,
wanna.
yes, the Pokemon gameplay was kind of awkward. I feel like it was mostly because of the hosts waiting for translations on these things. That's always been a bit of an issue, but that's fine.
Oh my
That's
God,
how you have to
dude.
deal with it. Oh,
I was kind of annoyed at the part where they were taking
Annoyed?
so fucking long to just attack. I was like,
Translate.
can you just fucking attack already? Just show me
Can't you
something.
just-
They were stuck. There was Poplio and fucking Ladybug
Ladybug.
just
Like,
just looking, staring at each other for the past 1 minute. I was like, are you
Staring at the
gonna
scope.
do something? Are you gonna
Just
fucking
go
water
with
gun?
water gun.
It's like, are
water
you gonna
gun.
do? You're just teasing. I was like, should I tackle?
It's
Should
like
I water gun? It's like,
Should I growl?
just fucking attack. You're
It's like,
making
Should
this
I use
really
that
slow.
one move
Zelda-
that mostly people ignore?
let me compare this. Zelda is a game that you can technically stop moving and explain, and things are going to keep happening on the screen. So that's okay. Pokemon isn't. Pokemon is a turn-based game. You're already making it slow enough.
Pokemon is a game where the screen moves.
Yeah.
And
And-
nothing else.
Now,
There are idle animations. They're called idle for reasons.
you know how you add insult to injury, guys. This is the one thing that I didn't notice until I went. I think it was either on Facebook or 4chan. One of the two opened my eyes to that problem, and it pissed me off to no degree. Now, we've had this issue back in Pokemon Black and White, and we've had this issue already in X and Y. They've done this thing where, just so that you don't feel like the third starter was really, really lonely, they've given you two rivals in the past two generations. One that has the stronger Pokemon, one that has the weaker Pokemon. It is an insult to injury when your main rival has the weaker Pokemon. What on earth are you guys?
I hope that motherfucker get buffed. Because if you don't,
Okay.
it's going to be a bad day.
Okay.
I laughed when Poplio got down.
Hope it was great.
But poor Poplio.
However, it would be
Yeah.
interesting if the reason it's like that is because the second stat on evolutions may change. May even the
Stats.
playing field to the point where it doesn't care. Or it doesn't
Like-
matter if they have the weaker one or the stronger one. That would be interesting. However,
Taking away,
seeing as it's Handholder Simulator 9000, I highly doubt it.
taking away and leaving all the bad vibes for Pokemon. The good things about this presentation, not just the presentation, the information updates that we got afterwards on the site. First off, during the demo, we got to see not one but two new Pokemon that weren't shown
Yeah.
previously. The little bird actually is so far one of my favorites. He's a little woodpecker. And not just the fact that he's a woodpecker, but the fact that it was the first Pokemon that was actually teased when they mentioned Sun and Moon back in the anniversary. Like, you saw the wireframe for it, and that was about it. And the funny thing is, there was a lot of people who sat down and worked on concept art of what it could look like, and they actually pulled off really similar, really close looks to it, and that is very interesting to see. By the way, that little bird's going to be OP as hell with Skill Link on it. Like, for the people who play the game competitively, you know what I mean with that bullshit.
It's
Breaking
Terran Connet.
news. Breaking news.
Yes.
Is it
Well,
breaking phases?
It's not breaking news because the info was released 6 hours ago, but still.
You didn't know about it?
Remember you guys saw that Gears of War fucking awesome Elite controller? The Gears
Yeah.
of War 4? Guess how much it cost.
Is it $200? I swear it's $200.
Yep.
Jesus
200
Christ,
bucks.
I'm out. I'm done.
Wow,
You know what?
that
You
is
can finish the podcast
amazing.
without me. I'm
I
done.
would buy that.
By the way,
I want in a recession.
for those of you that maybe haven't checked it out, custom controllers for Xbox, $80. Standard, $90 to have your gamer tag engraved on it. Still a pretty good price.
Yeah, it's
And
not-
not
Aw.
bad. They look pretty cool, and you can play with your own mix of it. So it's pretty awesome. I liked it. I really liked it. It
It's
was
pretty
good
cool.
shit. Good shit.
So
And if you don't have the money and you can dream,
So-
just go in there and customize it anyway.
so wrapping up.
Um,
Well, no,
I
if
get
you
some
want to
Crayolas
add
and do it.
something,
No,
Jose? You want to add something?
like, yeah, to wrap up Pokemon, the good things about it: one, Pokemon actually have personalities. Two, the trainers show up during the battles, which is pretty cool because you get to see that interaction between trainer and Pokemon. Three,
Yeah, they're not in the void of lives.
the random NPC trainers actually have personalities. That is like when I say personalities, not only do they appear in the battle, but at the same time, when you enter a battle, they have a small animation before freeze frame into their art.
That is cool.
I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, there's one more thing, which is hand holding, but at the same time, it's pretty useful for people who lose count.
Yeah.
They implemented this mechanic into the battle screen where if you raise a stat, or if your opponent raises or lowers one of your stats, you can actually click on the screen and see how many stacks of that you have. So that's actually pretty useful.
I actually like that.
Yeah,
I
I
actually
personally
really like that.
I like it because sure it's kind of useless if you have a good mind, but for people who get lost halfway through battles, like a few of my friends do whenever I'm using my regular team, it is pretty useful for them, and I feel like it helps some of the new kids get into that whole competitive vibe. I can't wait to see more for it. I'm happy and funny I'm happy about the fact that they implemented the Zygarde forms into the game, and I'm also curious about the 2 extra forms that the legendaries have, which were mentioned in the site but not shown in the gameplay.
All right.
So I'll leave that there for now. I guess that pretty much wraps up Nintendo's conference. Always remember, guys, that Nintendo doesn't depend on E3. E3 is literally a battleground. They just sit above and say hello while everybody else just shoots each other.
No,
I want to say above. They say
no.
more on the sidelines.
The thing, okay, now this is to wrap up. This is what I want to say. You know, showing me The Legend of Zelda, giving me a good amount of gameplay to show, and show me all this stuff, I really liked it.
Yeah.
It was sometimes it was slow as Pokemon Sun and Moon. I understand because of translation, all this. It's completely understandable. But if you look at it this way, how long did the presentation lasted?
Very
It was
little.
6 minutes, 7 minutes, and that's it. Because they show you gameplay trailer and Pokemon Sun and Moon, and there you go. Wait 15 minutes, and we'll show you Legend of Zelda.
Exactly.
That's it. And also to wrap up really quick, because they didn't show much. It was the Square Enix presents. They gave us the box art for Final Fantasy 15, the
only
American
did
and
they
the
give us the
Japan.
box
I really
art.
loved it. They announced this game that it's gonna come out on retail. You gotta pick it up
Only
for free
for-
on retail. I put emphasis
Only
on
for
retail
GameStop.
because it's not Amazon. No, it's GameStop and all this retail
Those are the only 2
stores.
they mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The game is called A King's Tale Final Fantasy 15, which focuses on King Regis. Regis, I think it is.
Regis.
Regis, right?
body
I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regis. So it focuses on him, and they showed a new trailer for the movie Kingslave Final
Which
Fantasy
looks
15.
beautiful.
Yeah, it did look fucking fantastic, and
It
it's
looked
coming to
amazing.
theaters.
Yep. Probably like the biggest part of that
Yes.
whole news. They
Yes.
also gave us a trailer for the 2nd episode of the anime, which came out at some point today. I still have to watch it.
And it'll be available in their YouTube page.
It's already
actually,
it's
so-
already
Exactly.
up. As you hear, this is episode 2 is
It's already up. They gave us the extended gameplay trailer, which looked really cool. I feel like we're missing something. Oh yeah, and the whole how they worked around the concept art for the box, which
It was pretty cool. It was actually pretty.
It was a nice touch.
Yeah.
it gave me feelings to want to go back to freaking ZBrush and actually learn a thing or 2.
You should.
Yeah, I should.
I should be practicing ZBrush and continue
Yeah.
learning a thing or 2. But no. First I had to get good at drawing, which I haven't. I'm a
So-
frustrated person.
To wrap up, I think that's pretty much it. Today was a pretty slow day. The Nintendo conference, Treehouse Live. It was, I knew it was gonna be about Legend of Zelda, but I was expecting a little bit more. Give me a trailer. I don't know for Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Announcing, it's gonna come out.
Maybe
next
just a
week or
new
something.
IP, small
maybe
new
tease
IP,
something.
something new. Something
tease
new. Even if,
content,
even if it was
content for your Treehouse Live, just not just one thing or two. Because I know they're not dependent on E3, but it's something.
Sharing
You're on
is
the
caring.
you're on the E3 hype, man. Like you gotta build it up. It's just two
Even
things
if it's a
and-
little.
even if it's a fucking stupid thing. But hey,
Just like
maybe
Zelda.
maybe
I mean,
maybe
what?
next time.
Whoa! Whoa! Motherfucker will get shanked! Motherfucker wanna get shanked!
Triggered.
By the way, the at least the Super Mario amiibo is already set up for pre-order for those of you who are interested.
There you go. And last but not least, to give you the fuck you,
Hell yeah!
Spider-Man on PS4 exclusive, only on PlayStation.
Mother.
So, thanks for listening, guys, for the Rating Pending Show
These are the
E3
reasons why Kojima
special.
got kicked out. I swear to God.
Thank you for being, just looking at the page, every news we posted, and thank you to the page Engranaje for allowing me to share some of my posts with them. And yeah, thank you very much. This was really great. I'm hoping for next year's E3, do this with a camera, maybe live, maybe stream it on Twitch.
That would be cool.
That would be freaking fantastic. Dreams, man, dreams, fingers crossed. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Yeah. We're gonna
Yeah.
subscribe. Please and thank you.
See you guys later in the week.
Spider-Man on PlayStation 4.
Motherfucker.